Yo, what is going on, guys? Miguel here. So today we got a real quick video for you guys. It's going to be pre-qualification. Some of you guys might know right now I'm currently doing Jeff Glover's listing mastery, and one of the things I think session 4, I think we did pre-qual. Can't remember, but I learned a lot of stuff from the pre-qualification. And I just had a lead come in that I can do a perfect pre-qual for. I'm actually going to leave my headphone in for this for privacy reasons. She just reached out with her name and stuff, and I don't remember meeting, like, I don't have her in a lead or anything. I may have met her door knocking, and she went down as like an exchange database where I just kind of, she had no real interest. But sometimes those people can come back at you and be like, hey, after you've exchanged emails. So she might be in my database somewhere. I kind of looked over, but regardless, I think she's either an exchange or she reached out from like a door knocking I did a while ago, or from like marketplace. I do like marketplace leads sometimes, and she had a rental. So basically, I'm going to replay what she just said, so you guys have an idea of what I'm working with here. So basically, I went on. It's funny because in real estate, it's like you do a bunch of work and you don't see results sometimes, and other times you don't do any work and you start seeing a ton of results. So I just came back from vacation on San Francisco, and I was gone for a week. And in one day, I had two people reach out. One person from door knocking that wasn't going to be ready for like 2 or 3 years that said they wanted to list their home. And then there's another person that I met. I met this person door knocking, but this was their friend that I knew had something real estate related going on. So he's going to be a potential sale. I know he's kind of connected with someone right now. He's in a legal dispute, but that's not like, it might be like I might go in as a second agent because it's like a divorce situation. And then he's also going to want me to help him buy something pretty soon. So I had that two of those in the same day while I'm on vacation. And then I just had this. I was just about to go for a run. Like on Mondays, I go for a run before listing mastery, just because it fits the schedule better. But I had this person come in that reached out saying, "Hey, like, can you list my home?" And this was all from me just not even prospecting. Like it was just like three solid leads that came in a week. Like it was just, that's just how real estate works. So if you're a new, what I'm trying to get across is if you're a new agent, just do the work. It'll come. Like it'll just come. You just have to trust the process. Give it a year. It'll come in. Like it just happens. So I'm gonna replay this. I'm gonna cut out her name so you guys, for privacy reasons. I'm gonna disconnect this. Okay. 519. Sound with that. Her phone number. I don't want that playing. We would like to proceed with putting our house in the market. So I'm hoping that you can check with me and then let us know what the house is and what things like that. My number 51. So yeah, as you can see, this is someone that's looking for help, like literally just help. And I met him sometime down the line. I had to figure it out why. So I'm gonna, before I go out for my run, I got a few minutes here. I want to record the prequel. So I want to just walk you guys what I do for a prequel, and why you need to ask every single question. So the importance of asking every single question on your prequel script, you do not skip questions, and that's because no matter how upfront it seems, you do it for 100% of your leads. And I know this is a big question when you start out, when you're new, like who do I qualify? When should I qualify? What kind of questions? Ask every single question in order, because this is deemed, like the Jeff Glover script is the one you're supposed to be using. This is deemed to fully qualify and help lead up to your presentation, so you know exactly how to walk into the presentation, and so that you have a the exact same listing presentation every time. Like it goes in a flow, right? You want to make it a flow. So when you ask these questions, it helps you to structure and get an answer for what you're looking for. Their timeline, if they're going to be ready to list with you when you go out, right? I'll be asking these questions. You guys can. I'm going to keep my headphone in for privacy reasons, but the moral of the story is, if you're a new agent, I had to struggle with this when I started. Qualify 100% of leads that come in that's asking to list your home, for example, every time. 100% qualify 100% of the time. That's it. That way you have a fully constructed presentation every single time. You have the same routine. That's it. So I hope that helps, but let's get into it here. Not sure where she came from, so I'm going to ask a few questions on that. I have like a piece of paper because I'm not sure where my notepad is. Hello, Amy. It's Miguel from Keller Williams. How are you? I'm very good, thank you. Yeah, I just received your voicemail there. So you're looking to sell your property, it sounds like. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Are you over on not are you on Langarth there? Oh, it's on Langarth. Yeah, because I thought because I know a few Amy's, right? And then there actually was an Amy I was speaking to that lives on Langarth on the other side. But she sold what was it? I think almost a year ago now. I think it was back in June when she sold, but it was on the other side of it's funny because I live in your area. The main crossroad there. She lived like a few doors down, and her name was Amy. So I was talking to her for a bit too. But if you don't mind me asking a few questions, Amy, do you have like a quick second? Yeah, no worries. Yeah, give me a call back in a few minutes. I'll be around. Okay. No worries. Okay. Oh, you were talking to someone on the phone. It sounded like you were speaking to me. Sorry about that. Oh, okay. So do you want to tell me a little bit about the situation? Where are you planning on moving to, and what's the main reason you want to sell? Okay. Right. Right. Oh, okay. That's awesome. Right. Okay, awesome. Well, that's amazing that you got a situation because honestly, like even as a realtor, I don't even come across situations when I'm like doing the door knocking because I actually have it in my books this week because I have some buyers that have been struggling to get something for the past 3 months at this point, and I'm actually going to St. Thomas because they're looking in St. Thomas. I'm actually going out there to just door knock around there because we're just struggling finding something. They're like a family of seven, and it's like yeah, so that's really fortunate. That's really good that you came across a situation like that because, like I said, even as a realtor, I struggle coming across situations like that myself. So, yeah, no, I remember you mentioning that when we first met that was you were looking to move out there, right? Initially? Yeah. Okay, that's right. And so yeah, if you don't mind me asking a few questions here, Amy, just because I am in the area, I'm familiar with some of the stuff that goes around. So if when you and I meet Amy, it's you and Dan, correct? Oh, you own the home. Is Dan also a homeowner or no? Okay, so it's just you. Okay. And would you guys be open to meeting with me one day this week, you think? Okay, so you think Friday might be an okay day for us to meet up? Okay, and are you more available in the mornings, afternoons, evenings? Oh, Ottawa. Okay, so would you maybe be okay? Is 6 okay for you, or is that a little bit too early? Six is okay. Oh, Dan works midnights. Okay. Okay, got it, got it. Awesome. So yeah, we can keep 6 p.m. Like I can mark it on my calendar, and then I can also send you a Google invite for our meeting there. So that way it's in your calendar, and then it's more organized. So yeah, we'll keep it for 6 p.m. Of course, Amy, if something comes up, you can always let me know, and we can reschedule, right? Um, and yeah, if you don't mind me asking a few questions, Amy, just so I can best prepare for the appointments. So if what I say makes sense when I come out, Amy, and you feel very confident in me and my abilities to sell your home, because obviously not every single home sells, right? Would you be planning to move forward with me when I come out on Friday? Awesome. Awesome. And are you planning on interviewing more than one agent for the job of selling the home? Oh, okay, yeah, because I in this market especially, it's more common just because the market shifted, right? Some sellers will kind of look at other options just so they can kind of get a another opinion on the sale of the home. But at the end of the day, like it just as long as you have a trusted realtor there for you and they give like a truthfully honest opinion, that's who you want working on your side, right? So yeah, and so you guys are moving out to Erie. Oh, that's awesome. I mean, that's such a good opportunity that came up because, like I said, I mean, I rarely ever come out to a situation with a private sale where it's like, hey, come in because honestly, some of the prices where you have to buy is just like with my buyers, it's a struggle. So yeah, that's awesome that you got that opportunity. And how soon would you want to be there, Amy? Ideally. Okay. Okay. Yeah, and that's definitely one of the things like one of the things I love is just the real estate market in general. And one of the things I will be walking you through, Amy, is kind of the timeline, right? Because the timeline's always different, like all the way from list to close. The timeline's always different. It's always going to be different depending on the market, like how long homes are on the market, and it's also going to the timeline I'm going to include is also going to have from the start of you listing to getting the home ready for staging and photos. Like I'm going to be walking you all through that. Have you ever sold a home before, Amy, or is this your first time? This is your first time. So one of my last sellers was a first time home seller, and it just went very smooth. There was an issue at closing where there was some water leakage that we got resolved, but that scared her a little bit because she was. But it's very rare that happens. But outside of that, I was. That's actually something I'm pretty well versed in. Is just helping first time home sellers because I'm very informative of just helping people with the timelines and stuff because I think that's the most important thing. Like what happens next, and I'll provide you with all that information, right? So, and when I see there, Amy, how much are you looking to list the home for realistically? Okay, so 580. Yeah, and that's part of the reason I'm going to be coming out, right? Because as a professional realtor, I'm looking at home prices each and every single day, and therefore I'm going to assume you'll list with me at a price that'll make sure your home sells and doesn't just list, right? Yeah, absolutely. And just so I'm aware, Amy, do you owe anything on the property? Or you guys clear of a mortgage? Okay, okay. So that yeah, that'll help me understand like a net value for you, which is awesome. And have you ever? I mean, it's not super common here, but have you ever thought of? Because I get those mailers and the those printed handwritten notes. Have you ever thought of selling it privately before? Yeah, I do the same thing too. I actually had one come in yesterday. So you're on the same mailer as me, right? Because I actually live a few streets down from you. So, yeah, they're kind of ridiculous, but I mean it's for people that are looking to do something privately, right? I mean there is a market for it, but it's pretty niche, right? So yeah, well, do you want to describe the home a little bit for me, Amy? I can better compare. You bring comparables too in that case. Yep. Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yep. Okay. Okay. Nice. Okay. Oh wow. Okay. Okay. Wow. Okay. So it's like a four bedroom. Okay. Nice. Yeah, it depends. Sometimes you can count them as a den, or sometimes people might look at them as a. It depends on how many means of exit you have too. That's it'll be something that can kind of deter, right? I mean, sometimes you can declare it as a den, but sometimes you can get away with calling it a bedroom. Just really depends, right? I'll have to see it too, right? So okay. Yeah. So all in all, it sounds like everything. It's a really well working house. I mean, everything's pretty much new in the home, and it's essentially it sounds like it's like a four bed, two bath, and it's got good renovations, right? Awesome. Okay. Okay. Awesome. Okay. Sweet. So, yeah, what I'll do, Amy, because I'm right around the corner, I'm actually getting my new materials in. I just have my admin update my materials. So I'm going to deliver you a package with some useful information. This is going to have like your home sale timeline. It's like a before you list package and like an after you list package, like what happens all the way to closing. So that'll be something you can keep on hand. Will you take a few moments to just review that when it goes out? Awesome. So yeah, I'll deliver that just to your doorstep, right? I'll just drop it off. Maybe when I'm out walking the dog tonight, to be honest. So, and yeah, and you mentioned you're the only decision maker on the property, correct? Awesome. And Amy, do you have any questions before I come out for 6 p.m.? Okay. Right. Right, right. Yeah, it is. I'd say like because this is your first time selling, like I would say the most stressful times would be it would definitely be leading up to it, and then when it's on the market, it's all pretty smooth, right? And then you're moving stuff out, right? I mean, I have movers if you ever need them, right? But I mean, most stressful part when you're listing is always I tell all my sellers like it's always when you first put it up because you got to get it ready, and then I mean but I also do like enough to help keep you like updated and like all that, right? So, yeah, no, it should be fun. I mean, selling your home, it's. I mean, there's ups and downs, of course, right? But I mean, we're going to be walking through that, and yeah, and when I come out, Amy, just so you know, meeting should probably only be about 30 minutes or so, just so you're aware. And yeah, is that okay with you, Amy? Awesome. Well, yeah, Amy, again, thank you so much for reaching out to me. Look forward to our meeting at 6 p.m. on Friday. Of course, I'll send you the Google Calendar invite. And then if it doesn't work, you can always either, is this a cell phone or a home phone? This is a cell phone? Okay, so you can always text me or give me a call if you need a reschedule or if something comes up, right? That way we can best work around each other's schedule. But yeah, outside of that, I will see you at 6 p.m. there, Amy. I'll deliver you the package tonight, probably when I'm just out walking my dog. And yeah, I'll see you at 6 p.m., okay? Okay, see you, Amy. Have a good day, okay? Bye. Okay, guys, so that was a successful pre-qualification. I went through every single script from every single dialogue from the top to the bottom. Did not miss out on a single one. Yeah, she called me. It was the person I was thinking about. I met her door knocking in my area, and she was just placed as an exchange, like someone that just didn't really have any plans, and where she was moving wasn't realistic. But she did have a situation where she had a private sale where she knew somebody and they were able to give her something at an affordable price. So they actually have a closing date set. They bought something privately through family. And I was the only realtor they actually know. And she had no idea if you were supposed to like interview other agents. Like she's very new to this. So yeah, obviously, like before I stepped into things, I asked her, I almost stepped into the questions and I was like, wait, I don't know where she's going, right? But I figured it was there. So I asked her, like, so do you want to tell me a little bit about like the buying and selling situation, like what's making you guys sell, and do you guys like already have your plan? Like, did you guys buy? And she told me right off the bat, like, yeah, we already bought a property. Now we need to sell. The number she was telling me, it sounds a little bit high, but I'm going to do my best to articulate the price when I go on there, tell her a reasonable price that'll cause it to sell. And yeah, well, we're just going to move forward from there. So hopefully the presentation goes well. I hope you guys like that. Moral of the story is, guys, if you are new agents, especially, 100% of the time, qualify 100% of your leads. That's it. Every single question from top to bottom. Now, there might be some times where you might want to do a two-step, right? Someone just says, yeah, if you want, like, we're not ready to do anything now. You're still going to want to qualify, but even then, it might be worth to just do a two-step. You go in, see the home, build some rapport, right? Especially if you're a new agent, you got a bit more time on your hands. Then you can just go and then treat it as a further listing appointment, okay? Pre-qualification is very important, guys. Just know know this as a model, right? 100% of the time, 100% of the script. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.